What's up, ladies and gents? This is Casey Kid, coming at you with another Destiny video. This week might be all about PvP and the Crimson Doubles, but there still is a PvE aspect to the game. Aside from the raid, we have the Nightfall, and it's Shield Brothers this week, so what I'm going to do is show you what I ended up grabbing for all three characters on the Nightfall. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and smack that like button, and subscribe to the channel. Now, what I like about this strike is that it is relatively short. It's relatively short, and that makes it a pretty easy one to do with two of your buddies. Again, I always recommend doing your Nightfalls with your buddies because they're pretty easy in that regard. You can get through them really quickly, and you know what? Overall, they're pretty fun whenever you do it with two friends. So as far as some of the things that we can see on the Nightfall this week, we've got an Arc Burn. An Arc Burn is going to be your best friend of this Nightfall. Well, one of two of your best friends. That's why I'm actually rocking out my Zalo Supercell, though watch out for the Scion Flares, because whenever they shoot you with their shockwave attack, it hurts a whole lot. Even if you have max health and max armor, you're going to find yourself really weak, if not close to dead, whenever you get hit by that. Also, watch out for these mortar blasts. I believe they are arc as well. One time I happened to just jump through one, forgot about how long it was sitting on the ground, and I went jumping in the air through it and got wrecked immediately. So use the Arc Burn to your advantage. Again, Zalo Supercell is a really nice weapon to use in the primary slot. If you don't happen to have one, and you do have an arc exotic sword, that could be a lot of fun. Could be a lot of fun throwing around your sword, killing these enemies with that arc storm that just sits there and does damage over time. I also have on my trusty Irene with Luck in the Chamber. Again, it is good in PvE because you can get that critical hit super bonus whenever you hit them in the head. Luck in the Chamber works well in PvE, not so well in PvP. So that's a loadout I'm actually carrying. Whenever I was on my Warlock, I was using its specific fusion rifle, and I was on my Stormcaller, so as soon as I went ahead and threw a grenade and hit an enemy with that or my melee, I then had a fusion rifle that dealt out arc damage. You could do that. If you happen to have arc rocket launchers or arc machine guns, feel free to use them. Whatever it is, make sure you've got at least two weapons with arc on it, just so that you can deal out all the damage you can. Whenever you get to this stage, it is always a priority to kill Volus Maul first. Now, I say kill him before his other brother, but whenever reinforcements come in, turn and focus your attention on them, otherwise you're going to get absolutely swarmed. Now, if you do have other teammates, maybe they're going to be able to keep Maul in check while you can deal out the damage to these enemies. And I almost forgot. What I ended up loving about this strike, aside from the Arc Burn, is Catapult is on. So use your grenades judiciously. Use them as much as possible. You can see that I've got the Armamentarium on my Titan, so I have two grenades, and I figured I was going to rock out the Flashbang grenade because I figured that would help out with some of our ad control, getting them blinded a little bit while dealing out pretty significant damage. Since we have Maul down, this gets to be a little bit easier in that the other brother isn't running around creating vast volcanoes in the ground that can hurt you when you run through it. So we just need to take care of the ads and make sure not to jump through those mortars. Though unfortunately I am the last Guardian alive and I need to stay alive right now. So I'm using my grenades to my benefit by throwing out some blinding bubbles just to help keep the ads off me. Seeing them with the little debuff over their head makes me feel good, like I can run down here and revive Devil Dog. Boom, he is up just in the nick of time as I got wrecked by that rocket launcher. Again, throwing out some more blinding grenades, and I ended up picking up an exotic from my 3 of coins. Don't forget to pop those 3 of coins. I ended up at least grabbing this exotic. And it looks like we have things back under control. It's time to go revive Harmony. There's another guy coming in here, and oh man, gotta watch out for that mortar shot. Oh, he is so dead. And once all those ads are done, it's all about just killing the final shield brother, and he is really significantly easier. That's why you should always take care of Maul first. Not like you're going to have much of a choice anyway. With the way that Maul comes running after you, you're pretty much going to kill him first anyway. Thurin just kind of sits in the back, and yes, his AoE blasts that he ends up shooting down at you, they suck, and you have to keep moving around, but he is overall not the threat of his brother. So this makes it pretty easy and pretty calm at the end of the fight. Just picking some pot shots over here with your sniper rifle until he puts up his bubble, and then he falls down really nice and really easy. Of course, there's also Juggler on. Holy crap, and I'm out of primary ammo. Luckily, he has no health and he falls down, and you can see I got a legendary to drop What does this mean on a Cabal strike? Well, it means that I got yet another Treads Upon Stars. Yet another Treads Upon Stars. We could not have a Nightfall strike where I don't get a Treads Upon Stars if it's Cabal. So it's got life support and grenadier, small bore. Overall, not a bad Treads Upon Stars. Not bad at all. I just hate the gun because I get it all the time. All the time. It never fails. Never fails. But let's see what we ended up grabbing for our Nightfall rewards. First up is the Titan, obviously. And let's see, what do we end up grabbing? So it looks like Devil ended up nabbing a Plan C. That's cool. Exotics are always nice. And I got a Conspiracy Theory. So I do have a perk that ends up giving me some range in small bore. And Underdog can also give me a little bit extra range as well. Grenadier is never a good or bad perk. So overall, not a bad shotgun. It's just a little bit slow firing for my taste. For my second Nightfall on my Warlock, it looks like Devil ended up nabbing a super good advice. And Harmony got a chest piece and I got some gloves. So we kind of got screwed out on the rewards there. But Devil, 2 for 2 with exotics. That is pretty nice. Finally, here we are on my Hunter. And for the last character, do we get anything decent? Oh my goodness. This is my third Tarantella this week. Awesome. This chest piece in this Nightfall is really nice because you're reducing arc damage already and your grenades are going to recharge even faster on top of Catapult. So a really nice chest piece for the Nightfall. Anyway, guys and gals, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, smack that like button. Subscribe to the channel to keep updated on daily Destiny content. Check out these awesome videos. Good luck with your raids, your drops, your Nightfall, and I'll see you around in Destiny. Trace Tarantella.